I remember sleeping on the floor, mama, she was broke. Was taking showers in the cold. And I remember seeing niggas sell dope, buying cars and clothes. So that's the only thing I know. We had no house, no lights, no car. We ain't had no food.
Before we get into this reaction, comment right now, do not cap. Where are you watching my reaction to this video? Like, where are you watching my video right now? In the bathroom? In your room? You know what I mean? If you at your girlfriend's house? If you at your boyfriend's house? You know what I mean? Like, are you at a hotel right now? You in the closet right now? You on the floor? Like, where you watching this video right now? You outside? You in the car? You know what I mean? Just saying. And comment the snack that you have right now. Because you should be having a snack right now, just saying. But before we get into it, let me just get set up. I don't want to make too much noise throughout the reaction. Hold on. Every time. Every clucking time. Oh! I think the what's the names are gone. I think the ticks and our fleas are gone because I'm not really scratching like that, and I don't see them no more. And usually when I'm barefoot and I put my feet like actually on the carpet, it'll be like I can see them on like my ankles and stuff. But ever since I made that video, or ever since I've talked, like said it on camera that I had them, I think they just went away. Cause I used a Frogger one last time, and I used the I got the carpet jump, right, where I spray it directly on the carpet. I sprayed so much of that stuff, so I think that helped a lot. But I think for the most part we're good. I'm just gonna do another coat. I'm gonna spray it on the carpet, and I'm gonna get another fogger just in case. But got snacks, cutter buddy, and these. Well, all right. I would literally buy popcorn, like the bag itself. Like, just go ahead and cook the popcorn, take out the popcorn, and just sell the bag with the seasonings on them. Oh my God, I would buy that. Okay, I'm gonna get carried away. Sup? No. It's about to be a whole lot worse because it's nighttime. I got headphones in, which means I can hear everything now.
Growing up in the suburbs, one thing I always enjoyed in the summertime was the ice cream truck, specifically Mr. Softy.
Wow. For real? So what's the title of this? I forgot the title of this. Oh, okay. 3 Disturbing True Ice Cream Truck. Oh my God. Y'all already know ice cream trucks are just sus in itself. Like, you got a van with like little to no windows, and you are attracting children, small kids. Come on. That's so ice cream trucks are just sus in itself. Okay. Alright. So I see where this is going. That's oh my God.
As a very little kid, anytime I'd hear the song of the Mr. Softy truck echoing through the streets, I'd beg my mom for a few dollars and run outside to wave down the truck.
That's another thing I was gonna say. Mr. Softy, that's a sus name too. Like, you soft, like just all the time. Not all the time. You only soft when kids are not around. You get hard. So what's your name? Mr. Hard? Mr. Hardy? When kids come around? Fucking sus.
I remember one of the first times I was ever left home alone. I was, I think, 7 years old. My mom was away somewhere
Wow.
and my dad was off that day. He apparently entrusted me to be home alone for a few minutes while he ran to the store.
Oh,
he was
okay,
definitely the less responsible parent. I was in the living room watching SpongeBob, I'm pretty sure, when I heard the familiar sound of the Mr. Softy tune outside. I rushed to the kitchen and climbed onto a chair to reach the little basket on the ledge that usually had stray dollars and coins inside. I grabbed a dollar bill and some coins. I couldn't tell you the exact amount, obviously. I ran outside to the street and waved the truck down just in time. It pulled over, and the oldish man came to the window asking what I wanted.
Wow.
When I asked for a specialty cone, he told me I was a little short with the money I had. I believe I told him I didn't have any more money because my parents weren't home.
Oh my God.
I distinctly remember him asking me, "You're home alone?" As
Oh
if
my
he were
God.
confirming it.
Oh.
I said yes, and he started
God,
acting
no.
all friendly and understanding. He told me to come into the truck so that I could make my own ice cream cone. I stepped into the truck, and the man went and shut the door.
Oh my God. Nobody else sees this shit? Nobody, you tell me right now, nobody else sees this. It's broad daylight outside. Nobody else sees this? Nobody. Or if they see it, they're not going to do nothing about it. Wow. So I'm convinced that you live in a cluck neighborhood where they see something clucked going on, but don't do nothing about it. Because how do you miss something like that? That's, you know what I mean? Like, especially like your neighbors. Come on.
He told me to help myself to whatever ice cream I wanted. He said he
Wow.
was going to show me how to be an ice cream man, and he went to the driver's seat of the truck and started driving us somewhere. My young, innocent self thought this was all super exciting as I was pouring soft serve ice cream into a cone. And I
Dumbass.
finished that cone and then started wondering where we were going, as we had been driving for a while. I went to the front of the truck to ask him, and he asked me in a more stern voice than he'd been speaking in to please go stay in the back of the truck. I listened to him. My appetite for more ice cream was suddenly gone as I got more uncomfortable.
Wow.
We went from a busy main road to a quiet residential road. At some point, I noticed the ice cream truck's music wasn't playing, and he was driving rather fast. The truck finally stopped in front of some abandoned-looking building, and he asked me to come follow him outside to the building. But not before we heard a tapping on the door of the truck. I heard a familiar, concerned voice yelling through the crack of the door. The man opened the door, and my neighbor Margie walked into the truck. She saw me and came to grab me by the arm and pull me out of the truck. She told me to wait in her car while she ran back to yell at the man. I was extremely confused at first. The man in the ice cream truck sped off.
You know what, Margie? Margie, you know what? Cluck you, Margie. Cluck you. Because you saw what was going on from the very beginning, Margie. So cluck you, Margie. Cluck you, Margie. And you know what? You know what else, Margie? I hope that's your name. You know what else, Margie? You know what else? Do you know what else, Margie? I'm kind of nervous. You know what I mean? I'm kind of a little antsy. A little on edge. about getting into vehicles that I don't usually get in, Margie. You see where I'm going with this, Margie? Like, I know you like that, but I don't know you like that, Margie. Like, I know you, but I don't know you, Margie. You know what I mean? You know what the difference is, Margie? Difference between saying, I know you like that, Margie, is like saying, give me a second, Margie. It's like saying, no. Well, I really can't compare nothing to it, Margie. But I know you, Margie, but I don't know you, Margie. So, relax, Margie. I really do not want to get into your car. But you kind of forced me into your car. Just saying.
Down the street. This was a time before cell phones. She couldn't just call 911 right away. She ran to the nearest house. At first I was confused, but obviously I know now she was asking for the owner's phone. She called 911, and I'm sure she reported the suspicious ice cream truck and attempted kidnapping. I don't remember the rest, except telling Margie my story, her driving me home to be greeted by my dad and cop cars, and then being told to go inside after telling a couple police officers what happened. The exact ice cream truck was found. I'm not sure how they did it. Maybe by investigating street camera footage and getting the plate number. I was made to confirm the driver was in fact the man who took me into the truck. He was sentenced to prison. That's all my parents told me. I don't think they know his name. Either that or they didn't want to give it to me. Definitely not a memory I like thinking back on.
So the company is called Mr. Softy. I thought the guy driving the truck was called Mr. Softy.
Up until I was 28, I used to live with my parents in Camden, Maine, a rural boat town. They were hardly ever home because of work and just traveling a lot, so I'd hold down the fort a lot. My parents' property is large and private, so when they weren't home, I'd often throw little parties. This was one of those nights. I had maybe 15 to 20 people over, and we all hung out in the backyard. It started around 6 p.m., and people started leaving around 11 p.m. By midnight, everyone was gone, and I was absolutely shot from a mixture of having been in the sun most of the day and then drinking since around 6. I changed and got into bed. Before I could even fall asleep, though, I heard something one would not expect to hear this late at night. It was the sound of an ice cream truck, only it was a tune I'd never heard before, a kind of creepy sounding one.
Why was I shaking up popcorn like it was some sunflower seeds? Everybody know, if you don't know, but I'm about to get you hip. Everybody know, whenever you hear the ice cream truck, it's usually sunny outside, or it's usually like during the day. Not at night, especially not at no midnight. So if you hear an ice cream truck at, like, when it's nighttime outside, dark outside, or midnight, check the checklist. Please check the checklist. Hey, mama didn't check the checklist. Hey, daddy didn't check the checklist. Hey, brother didn't check the checklist. Hey, nobody checked the checklist. Hey, check the check. Nobody checked the checklist. Hey, 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 sister didn't check the checklist. Hey, dog didn't check the checklist. Hey, the maid didn't check the checklist. Hey, nobody checked the checklist. Hey, nobody checked the checklist. I'm still working on making that a song too. But yeah, definitely check the checklist. If you don't know what the checklist is, like when I say that, like check the checklist, like making sure all doors are making sure all doors making sure all doors are locked. Doors are locked. Windows are locked. Vents are locked or closed. Chimneys, if we got them, closed. Crawl spaces, basements, attics, locked, closed. And everything that can be closed should be closed, and everything that has a lock should be locked, double locked, triple locked, Adidas locked. No. Alright, it should be locked, double locked, triple locked, quadruple locked, cinco locked, Adidas locked. There it is. I don't know if y'all can see the shadow right here, but that's just the that's weird. But that's just a shadow from like my tripod right there. But yeah, just be funny. I would, if I was in his shoes and I heard the ice cream truck at 12 o'clock at night, I would literally just would have opened my door or opened like my window and said, either, oh hell no. Whoa, that was kind of, hold on, let me run it back. Oh hell no. Or I would have said, you got all that. My voice cracked. Back it up. You got all, no, hold on. My voice that's not what it used to be. Hold on now. That's some ice. Right on. Okay. We back up all the way. I would have opened up the window, cracked it. No, not opened it, cracked it a little bit. What is that? You got, no wait. Oh hell no. Ooh. Or I would have said, you got all that. You got all that.
The tune got louder until it seemed to be right outside. I lay there waiting a minute or two for it to go away, but when it didn't, I finally got up and went to the window to look outside. I couldn't see anything from my bedroom window, so I went downstairs and looked out the living room window. I could vaguely see what had to be an ice cream truck out on the lawn. My heart started pounding the inside of my chest. Who was it? Why were they here? What did they want? I paced around the living room for a bit, not knowing whether to call the police or my dad, or just simply wait for them to leave. The awful tune of the ice cream truck didn't stop though. It grew sickening. I ended up finally snapping and going out the front door to the porch. There, I could more clearly see the ice cream truck parked on our property, like a little less than 100 feet away from the porch. It was parked on the grass, and it wasn't exactly a typical looking ice cream truck. It was like a white van with ice cream pictures stamped or painted on. I was a mix of confused and worried, mostly worried. Saying it was an abnormal sight would be a gross understatement. I stepped onto the grass with my bare feet and walked just a little closer to the van.
Come on,
the headlights weren't on, so when I got close enough, I saw there was no one in the driver's seat. When I got even closer, I saw one of the sliding doors on the side was open. I suddenly felt as though I could be jumped at any second. I looked around me in a panic, and then ran back inside the house and locked the door. Now I did call 911, and I asked them to please hurry. The woman asked me to walk around the house and check to make sure everything was locked. I started from the main floor and worked down to the den to the back door, and the glass panel on the back door was shattered. It was unlocked and opened. I whispered this to the 911 operator, even though I was truly freaking out inside. She told me to go to a room with a lockable door and wait there until officers arrived. So I tiptoed to the nearest bathroom and locked the door. The operator told me to stay on the line and be quiet. A few moments later, someone on the other side of the door tried turning the doorknob. Then they banged on the door 3 times. The woman on the phone said quietly that she heard it and for me to remain quiet and calm. Then I heard the back door to the house slam shut, and half a minute later, The tune of the ice cream truck slowly faded away as the van was driven off. I told the woman, but she said to wait until officers arrived. They took a disgustingly long time to arrive. I was waiting in that bathroom for another 5 minutes.
Damn.
If they arrived in a timely manner, they could have caught whoever was at my parents' house. Instead, all that happened was I got a police report. My personal theory is the ice cream truck tune was supposed to be a distraction or something, while one of the people in it broke into the house, as I'm sure there were more than one person in that van. I'm happy
That was really stupid. That was really stupid for them to do that. Sorry. This is like the only mirror that I have. I can't really, you know what I mean? I gotta make sure I look good. But that was really stupid for them to use the ice cream truck theme song or theme music as a distraction. The reason I say that's stupid is because whenever you hear the ice cream truck song, you almost instantaneously look out your window to look for the ice cream truck. So for them to use it as a distraction to go rob somebody or go to hurt somebody, that was stupid because you have other people that's going to look out their window to see what an ice cream truck is. And if they looking outside their window, they can clearly see somebody haul assing to a house, breaking into a house. That was really stupid.
this happened to me when I was 23 and not, say, 10 years old, because that would have traumatized me.
Are we just gonna hide the fact that he was 28, still living with his parents? I'm just saying.
This happened a long time ago. I was in the 6th grade. People used to call me Jimmy until around high school. There was this ice cream truck that would always drive down my block once a day in the warmer months. The driver got to know me on a more personal level. He knew my name and I knew his, Bernard. I'd go outside for ice cream so often that he'd slow down or sometimes even stop for a minute in front of my house waiting for me to come outside, knowing I was a frequent customer.
Sus.
Anytime I'd buy ice cream from his truck, I'd always get the same Oreo ice cream cup. He'd always stop and talk to me for a few minutes, and sometimes he'd give me free ice cream. There was this one Friday, though, and I remember it was a Friday because it was the start of the weekend that my parents were going away.
Wow.
On this Friday, Bernard once again passed my house, and it was one of the days that I went outside to buy from him. On this day, though, he gave it to me for free again, and because of that, I stuck around and chatted with him for a while. He asked me how things were going and whatnot, and I told him I was excited to have the house to myself for the weekend. He was surprised that I would have the house to myself at such a young age. He said I was lucky and to enjoy. Then he drove off, and the truck eventually disappeared along with the music. The rest of the story is the part that you may not even believe. I stayed up late in my room because my parents weren't home. I was playing video games on my computer when I heard the sound of Bernard's ice cream truck. It didn't start from the distance and slowly get louder. No, it literally seemed to turn on right outside my house.
Wow.
I went to my window and saw the truck right outside, playing the music at this late hour in the night, past midnight. It had to be Bernard, but what was he doing? The music suddenly stopped, and the truck's lights turned off. I opened my window a crack just to listen for what might be going on. Just the sound of crickets, until I saw Bernard appear from the darkness, quickly approaching my window, yelling, "Jimmy." He stopped when his face basically banged into my window, and he started telling me to come outside. He told me I could get all the free ice cream I wanted, but the way he was speaking, he seemed off. He seemed like he was on something. His movement...
Yeah, he about to be on your dick. So nobody, again, like two things. You hear an ice cream truck going outside, right? You hear it outside. So, again, like I said, two things could be going on right now. Either nobody hears it, which is hard to believe, or they hear it but not doing nothing about it, which is cluck too. Because even like now, I'm 27. I hear the ice cream. I'm not about to go to the ice cream truck, but I hear the ice cream truck every now and then, and I look out my window. You know what I mean? I don't know why I do, but I'm not getting any ice cream. I just look out. I don't know. I don't know why I do that. But whenever I hear the ice cream truck, I look out my window and the ice cream truck is right there. But come on. I don't think if you was you cheeks, because like why would you even see if I was in his shoes, like the person, like the guy driving the truck, like if I was about to do what he's doing, I would at least like have the theme music, the ice cream truck theme music off completely. Why would you have it playing? Why would you have it playing on any, like, I don't think people would be thinking about what they be doing, like right before they be thinking of, what's that? Wait, how you say it? Think before you act or talk or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, he's a dumbass. Just saying.
Movements were spastic and sporadic. He then tried pulling my window further open aggressively, and I screamed and yanked it closed. He started knocking on the window, and I screamed and begged him to leave or I'm calling the cops.
Nobody
When
else
I said
sees
that,
this.
he turned around and ran back to his truck. The lights turned back on, and he drove off into the night without the music playing. I was so scared I didn't know what to do. I didn't want to call my parents, and I was scared to call the cops. I just locked my bedroom door and tried to go to sleep, but it was a long night before I fell asleep. Bernard never returned to my block after that, but anytime I'd hear an ice cream truck passing by, I'd get paranoid it was him.
I would get paranoid too. That'd be the last time I ever go to an ice cream truck. Man, I'm not even gonna hold you. Like the ice cream truck theme music is just fire. I love that. Add like a little beat to it, like a little yeah. Oh my god. Let me know if anybody knows of a YouTube video or actual song, like on Apple Music, where somebody used, like remixed or whatever, the ice cream truck theme music and made that joint fire. Like, cause the music by itself is already fire. It's just like adding like a beat, like a bass to it. Oh my god. But yeah, for the last story, I really hope that was the last time you ever went to an ice cream truck. And then, because even with that, I would think he that right there, what happened to him, would traumatize him for a very long time, if not all of his life. Cause like, although you're not going to any more ice cream trucks, I would still think like you having ice cream in your presence, would you have like flashbacks, or you would kind of break down or whatever. I don't know. Cause I know if I was in your shoes and like, let's say like 5 years, 10 years from what just happened to me, if I get ice cream or whatever, or like my girlfriend at the time brings home ice cream and we're gonna watch a couple of movies that night, and she brings ice cream from the store, I don't know if I can eat ice cream without having flashbacks or without like thinking about what happened to me when I was a kid. But hell no. Ice cream trucks are just, like I said, they're sus in itself. I never really trusted them like that. It's just, like I said, it's a van, it's a truck that attracts little kids, teenagers, but mostly kids. So, y'all got you got all that. I'm not about nah. Nope. I don't know if now that I think about it, I don't know if I ever been to an ice cream truck. I mean, like, I don't know if I actually ever, I mean, my memory is not that great. In fact, it sucks, but I probably have heard the ice cream truck and then went to the ice cream truck to get some ice cream. I just don't know if I remember doing that. Because I'm trying to remember, like, right now, and I can't remember if I did or I can't remember if I did. If I didn't, oh, there it is. But, hey, after this story, if y'all still want to go get ice cream from an ice cream truck, that's on you. Just don't, you know what I mean? Just get your ice cream and bounce. Don't hold no small talk. Don't hold no conversation. Don't try to, you know what I mean, get comfortable with the driver. Like, just get your ice cream. If he tries to talk to you, that's not ice cream related, deuces. Peace. Down south. Hood baby. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Keep it cool, keep it classy. And I love you. Stay happy. My family.